This is your third fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Brandon Curry, 2019 Arnold's versus 2007 Dennis Wolf. And I assume they would like the Mr. Olympia version where he placed a very controversial, 5th? Maybe even 6th place? It was unbelievable anyway. I should have did my homework on that little notch. Anyway, guys, I know you guys didn't tune in for oddness. You guys tuned in for bodybuilding, and I apologize. But this is a moose. Anyway, front relaxed position. Brandon Curry, I don't know, he's bigger than I thought he would be in this comparison. I'm not saying he's bigger than Dennis Wolf. Dennis huge. A lot taller. Hard to get the sizes exactly correctly because there was no calves in this picture for Dennis Wolf. And food for thought, both of these guys. Known for a little bit of a weaker set of calves. Let's go to the muscularity round, beginning with the front double bicep pose. Tongues in a knot here, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I should have split them in half. Brendan Curry, his arms. Like I said, guys, he's bigger than he looks. He's bigger than you might think in this comparison. And Dennis Wolf maybe a little bit leaner. Maybe a little bit more narrow in the clavicle than I supposedly thought. Look at the quad development of Dennis Wolf. Just tremendous. But then again, guys, this Brandon Curry, very underrated. And you look at the midsection. That coupled with the guns, I would give this one to Brandon Curry. Front lat spread. Boom. What a battle, guys. What a matchup this is. My. I don't know. I think Dennis is going to win just because of the size. Brandon Curry's so three-dimensional in this. Round, full. Wow, what a good pose. He looks like a spaceship, for goodness sakes. You know what I mean? Like a spaceship floating in the air. But Dennis, fantastic. And I mean, look at the size of him. Almost 6 feet tall. So an edge to Dennis, more of an edge to the current champion, Brandon Curry, in the front double bi. So coming out of the front, maybe a slice to Brandon. Go to the side development. Brandon, he's good in this. So is Dennis. But I think Brandon gets an edge because, well, I don't want to be disrespectful to the Wolfman. But he might not be in the condition when you look at the separation in the legs and even in the glutes from the side. Just doesn't look like he's as dry as the one they call Brandon Curry, and even in the quads. I mean, nice muscle separation maybe, but doesn't look as dry as Brandon Curry. Upper body, I would have no problem giving this one to Dennis Wolf, even in the midsection. So maybe a toss-up in the side chest department. Side tricep. You know what? This is a darn good little battle, guys. And I apologize about the moose, but hey, what are you going to do? This is a beefcake. And again, guys, I point to the glutes, the softness maybe of Dennis Wolf's legs compared to the rock hardness of Brandon Curry. And I think Brandon, I would give him this one because maybe he's winning in the upper body as well when you look at the tricep itself. A little bit more prominent. I mean, neither one of them Phil Heath or Rolly Winkler, so to speak. But anyway, that's an edge to Brandon in the side and maybe even in the front too. Let's go to the back development. Rear lat spread. This is a strong pose for both guys. And I don't mean that in the conditioning department. Neither one of them are going to bring you Ronnie Coleman glutes. Maybe an edge in that department, though, for Brandon Curry. But both of them, very wide in the back department. Good lower lat insertions. Wow, Dennis dominating in the calf department. Have you ever thought you would see the day? Not me. Traps look a little bit better. More mountainous, I guess you could say. Maybe not better for Brandon Curry. But that's size. It's size versus conditioning. So glutes versus width. I think Dennis would get an edge. Rear double bicep. This is a close one as well, guys. This has been a pretty tight matchup. I think Brandon is a little bit ahead. Like if you were watching a race car match, I mean, they're not that far separated, but I think Brandon is still ahead. It's the glutes. I mean, look at the size of Dennis, though. He is huge. Delts, nobody has a better set of delts in this pose than Dennis Wolf. But Brandon, not bad. Brandon just appears to be a cleaner, neater shot. But those delts and the width, and I'm reminded of the width in that rear lat spread as well. But I honestly would think an edge to Brandon Curry. Because of the glutes, of course, and I know I hate to upset you glute haters. Ab and thigh, no doubt, Brandon Curry gets this one for sure. Better midsection. I mean, it's an ab and thigh. And those who argue, I mean, you're going to continue to argue when I look at the tricep more prominently in the side tricep, or the chest and the side chest. It's to give every muscle group an advantage or a disadvantage. And this is the ab and thigh. And the thigh, Dennis is winning. But the flow, the midsection, the V-taper might be better for Brandon Curry. But when you single out the midsection, definitely a Brandon Curry pose. Let's finish this one off. Moose muscular, and Brandon doing a whole heck of a lot better than I thought he would do. It's funny. There's a few Dennis Wolf poses that are Dennis Wolf poses, including this most muscular. And Brandon, he might be losing, but he is doing his job here. I mean, look at the biceps, triceps, the thickness of his arms. Of course, he's basically holding his own. He's not defeating Dennis Wolf, not in this pose. Look at the delts, the supreme traps, and pecs as well. So Dennis, he is strong in a few poses, much like this, and the front lat spread. But Brandon, honestly, was every step of the way right there with Dennis Wolf, even in his strong poses. Plus, I think maybe Curry was winning in several shots. So here is your winner. Might be an unpopular decision, but hey, this is a tough lineup you guys give me. You guys give me an awesome lineup, and hey, I love a challenge. Doesn't hurt a thing. Anyway, like I said, Brandon Curry, he's better than people think. You know, he deserves respect. He deserves respect for sure. Hit thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Look forward to one more fan-requested Friday. And how do you get your fan-requested Friday matchup to be played? Make a request on this video. You might be too late because you have to be first. So next week, or maybe even the video after this one, if you're new to the channel, you didn't know, soon as you tap on the video, you got to see it as soon as it comes up. The first couple of minutes, make a request on that comment section below. And if you're the first one, that's going to be the one to be played. Have a great day, guys.